Streams up.
Okay.
This is I'm so, oh, it's like deranged. No one's going to understand the context. Oh, but it's good. Everyone's here. Well, almost. Sake is just too pregnant to get on the call. That's not true. Had to run to the restroom. I did too. I just got back in time because I'm the person who pushes the go button. So
Yeah. It's kind of funny. I looked at the phone, saw the message, and I was at the bathroom too. So this apparently is the worldwide bathroom time.
the global do not piss challenge impossible. Yay! Congratulations on your abortion. Into the Discord chat goes an O and ooh. Okay, we're just waiting on the mic. I have a new headset and mic, which at first I thought it was too small, and then I realized they just have this shit ton of padding along the top band. So I just like squeezed it really hard, and it fits now.
Ah.
And it's slightly uncomfortable because like the actual ear cups are too small for my giant ears.
Oh.
So I have to finagle a little to make them fit. But other than that, it and I don't have the adjustment for volume and microphone is on the ear instead of on the cord. So when something's too loud, I'll reach towards my cord to adjust the volume, and it's not on the cord, so I have to reach up to my ear. And I feel like such a dingus doing anything by my ear because it's like secret agent. Only like most headphones I like, these are freaking air traffic controller headphones. But a good is that they completely silence everything when I wear them. Like I don't even need to have music on. I put them on and I can't hear the world.
It's great. I wish my work headphones worked that way because it gets annoying when lots of people talk and you can hear them.
And for some reason, every office has an open floor plan these days. Hate that.
Yeah. Well, it's not that terrible because my current office is divided into two people sections, and you don't hear other people talk that much because most people are relatively quiet, and you have at most like the people behind and in front of you talking.
That's
But at my last workplace, which was not an office but a uh, what do they call it? Writing workplace? Because apparently, if you have an office, you need a certain amount of space for your office work, and if it's not an office, you have different regulations applying.
oh, like a writer's room.
I'm sorry.
Okay, it's sort of like a writer's room or a writer's
Yeah,
school. Yeah.
because it was right next to the lab, and my last job was not an office job, so understandable that we didn't need offices. But
So
there we had like 4 or 6 people in one enclosed space, so that could get relatively loud when you started having like 2 or 3 conversations at once.
yeah, if I were in the office and not on medical leave slash short term disability slash work from home accommodations, I would be on a floor of a skyscraper where just the entire floor is two giant rooms full of desks with computers, and there's no assigned seating. Everyone goes to any computer terminal, logs in remotely to the database with their user ID, and it's all the noises constantly.
Do
And
you at
like,
least have cubicles, or is it just
no,
open?
open, open. and like the center's got this like got all the elevators and like this little quote unquote cafeteria that has no seating and is just stand in line, get food, stand and eat food, then go sit back down at whatever desk you can find.
Yay.
And it's also open. So basically, you have three open areas only divided by the elevators. So all the noise goes from place to place to place across the entire building. And I'm just like, this is one of the biggest companies in this country, and they can't afford an actual decent office space. I've worked at I've worked at companies of 10 people in bumfuck middle of nowhere Nebraska that have better office space than this.
You see, it's not about being able to afford it, it's about what's on Vogue right now.
Yeah, what's on Vogue is treating your employees like they're going to try to scam you and not letting them have any privacy while they do their work.
Yay.
Well, yeah, they're gonna scam you by wanting to go home and spend time with their families.
For
They're
real,
going to.
that's actually a criticism I got was like, oh, well, don't you want to just work late on this project? I'm like, I'm fine working late with prior notice, but I have other things. I have a life. I have friends
Yeah.
and family and things I do. And
I
they're
once
like,
got written up for not looking happy to be there when I was being forced to work overtime.
God, yeah.
If
I
the
hate
pe- if the
toxic positivity.
if people want you to look happy when you're working, they should try to make the people happy working there.
It's not possible. I'll never be happy while working.
Yeah, and you don't understand. It's called the customer service smile, and it's because the people exploiting you, they don't want to feel bad about exploiting you.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. This is very unhealthy.
Yes, that's American culture, baby. People get mad at like Gen Z and Gen Alpha because they just don't do that shit. Like the COVID lockdown was just long enough that Gen Z and Gen Alpha people forgot how to do the customer service smile and just went, "No, I'm not going to." So you'll go to the you'll go to the shop and you'll meet the cashier and the cashier will just deadpan, exhausted, go, "What you want?" And you'll be like, "I want that." And they're like, "Okay, this much." And then you'll get your stuff and it's like so much better than fake smile. "Hi, how are you? Are you interested in this?" Everyone loves it except the managers.
Yeah,
And the
yeah.
people who have no friends whose families hate them, who want to like pretend that the woman working at the coffee shop is flirting with them.
Uh, uh,
Pro tip, she's not.
the thought of pretend flirting is very yucky.
Yeah. It's anyway, it's been a while. Shit has happened. It's gone in a cycle around this call. Uh
The hospital is fun.
the hospital. Well, I mean, when you're actually intaked into a hospital, I don't think hospitals are that bad. It's the fucking insurance process and trying to get someone to believe your problem enough to intake you, in my experience.
I'll just show them that. I'll tell them about my records and tell them like what's going on exactly, and then they'll send me to a different hospital because they don't know what's wrong with me.
Oof.
That's what they did to me.
It
And
took
then I
me,
get there and they do a scan and they're like, "You need to go into the operation room now."
yeah, God. For years, I'm like, oh, hi, I have a pain in my abdomen. Can we look at that? And they're like, oh, you just need to lose weight. And then finally, my new doctor, I'm just like, okay, my pain in my abdomen is now this big lump. What is it? And she's like, that's a go to the ER right now. It's the next
It's a
building over. Can you walk or should I call an ambulance? And I'm like, I
Oh.
can walk one building over. I walked past that building on my way in. I can walk there. And then we get there and it's like, oh, everyone, oh, this is an emergency. This is an emergency. Get to the people who are in charge and like, yeah, this is an emergency, but there's no sign of impaction, so it's not really an emergency. And you need to lose weight. Now I'm
I
finally
want.
like on a line to get treatment, taking the fucking fat phobia med. Ah,
Oh.
I'm waiting to, yeah, freaking, yay, I'm on the Zempic, but not actually because my insurance won't cover Ozempic, so I have to take an off-brand Ozempic that
Uh,
doesn't work as well and has more side effects.
yeah.
Uh, yeah, got my appointment mid in a couple weeks with the surgeon. I intend to start a timer on my phone when I walk in and stop it when I first get told I don't deserve treatment for my weight and see how long it is into the appointment. See if the because so far Dr. Young at Johns Hopkins Bayview has been like I'm name dropping. I'm name dropping these bitches who should have their licenses revoked. It's just like, oh, you're too fat. You don't. We can't give you any treatment because you're fat. Go home. Uh, Doctor
That's it.
Minagan at Mercy Medical in Baltimore. It would be immoral to treat you.
What?
That's her words. I filed a formal complaint, made a Facebook post, and got my fees entirely waived for that. Like, they wanted like $600 for the 10-minute appointment. We would be immoral to treat you. And I'm like, I beg your pardon, but I ain't gonna stop. Because she's like respected in the community. No, Dr. Nora Minagan should not have a medical license. Don't care. I'm not gonna name drop this next surgeon unless she's also a fat phobic bitch, and then there'll be another name added. But that's not why we're here. We're here to worm. I went off.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
it's alright.
Um, I'm
Oh.
gonna steal from Starforged. Primo, would you like to recount the last session from your character's perspective?
It's been a very long while. So the last things that I remember is that Krori and Xiyun went into this grave tomb thing that Mr. Smartest person in town wants us to clear out. We found a couple of colorful lanterns, started hanging these around, activating elevators, getting attacked by spiders, and Rory crawled up climbed up one of the chains that the uh, elevators hang from, if I recall that correctly, and crawled into some kind of tunnel where some wind traps started pushing him back.
And Xiyun. What happened last time from your perspective?
I have no fucking. I don't. I went to the hospital so soon after it. It's just all a blur to me.
Xiyun got bitten by a wolf, and everything else is a blur.
I guess.
Okay. A couple important little notes. Pushing the sarcophagus is what raised and lowered the lanterns. I forgot to put the sarcophagus onto here. That's my bad. Let me see. Let me see if there's a good sarcophagus for me to just drop in here. Good enough. I forget which direction you had it positioned. So I'll put it that way. Okay. Xiyun, are you in the Roll20?
Not yet. Hold on. I'm getting in.
Okay. As much as I like Map Tool, I've been having just too many problems with it in Linux lately. Roll20 wins, grr. But anywho, importantly, at the end, the tunnel is actually like big enough for you to stand up and walk. So it was less a tunnel and more a hallway.
Oh, yeah, then I think
And
Krori went prone when he was blown away.
yes, and then the end of the tunnel of the little hallway had a great big open-mouthed devil face whose eyes flashed mostly rainbow, minus the blue.
Oh,
Ah, God damn it.
Yeah. There's a puzzle. This entire dungeon's a puzzle, so it's important to have the details related to the puzzle
yeah.
be
I remember that the lantern that we found with the corpse was blue.
I think it was indigo, but yes.
Oh, yeah, indigo is blue.
Roy G. Biv. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. The rainbow.
Yeah.
God, that was annoying.
Yay! I see a Sega Stardust.
Hooray!
Hooray!
Oh my god, pop-ups galore. Holy shit.
Yeah, there's lots of things I don't like about.
Oh, yeah, I
Roll20.
see. Remark from Firefox that it stopped a pop-up.
Yeah, they're trying to sell like 7 or 8 supplemental services.
Yeah,
And
I had something going. Login into Demiplane.
yeah, no.
Uh,
Dear listener, don't spend money for Demiplane. Just go to Archives of Nethys. I poked at Demiplane. It's basically Archives of Nethys, but integrated into Roll20. You can just go to Archives of Nethys.
oh.
Archives of Nethys is free and supported by Paizo. One of the many reasons why Paizo is better than Wizards of the Coast, because Wizards of the Coast would be trying to shut down Archives of Nethys instead of supporting it if this were D&D.
I mean,
Yeah.
there was a site that was essentially that, and they did try to shut it down.
Yeah. Like, Archives of Nethys isn't even just a system reference document. It's got all sorts of stuff that is, by all rights, proprietary to Paizo, and Paizo's just like, we just kind of like reached out to them and did the various legal paperwork to make sure that they were allowed to do what they were doing without like voiding Paizo's copyrights.
Which is pretty nice.
Yeah.
And also probably a good move because it means that people have an easier time getting into the Pathfinder ecosystem.
Yeah. They don't include like your adventure paths and such, so you still have to buy those, which that's like OG what Paizo did, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's great. Archives of Nethys, good, cool.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, otherwise, Krori's run through is correct. Maybe I should add one additional little thing. You did collapse one of the elevators into a hole in the ground.
Oh, right. That's where the spiders came from, right?
That's where the spiders came from. So let me drop a pit where that hole is. They did make it very hard to unhook token grid snapping in the new update on Roll20.
Oh.
It's in like a sub menu now. So very hard. It's one more click, but grr. Okay. So yes, you are in this place. Your mission, your assignment from the quote unquote smartest man in Diamond Lake is, or in Diamond Shore, because we moved it so it's Diamond Shore, is to explore this ruin, make it safe for his archaeological study, and you can keep any treasure you find. We last left off with Krori getting blown out of the hole and landing supine upon the floor. And I'll turn it over to you. What do? Supine's like prone, but you're on your back. I just realized
Oh.
I should, if I use a weird fancy word in English, I should define it for the German.
Yeah, that's very helpful. Yes, I think I'll be making my way back into the main chamber before worse things happen.
Xiyun?
I don't know.
Okay. Now, it's an open circumstance for your exploration. You have confirmed elevators in many of these locations. Let me actually be straightforward about which ones.
Yeah, vanishing for a few months in the middle of a puzzle is not the best for returning to.
It's okay. The good news is you don't have to solve the puzzle to progress. You'll note that I just would like to remind there is no lantern down here. So in that corner, there was no lantern. Here, there's an orange lantern. Yellow lantern over here, which in your previous investigations, you had identified that there is a elevator here, green lantern, and it collapsed into a hole. Out came all the spiders. Blue lantern, which is where the one that is currently lit. You all took the light from the green lantern and moved it over to the blue. It has a chain that goes up to the ceiling where there's an opening and the trap. Indigo lantern. There's a chain for it. It is not and it is hanging there because you put it there. So that just should make a little indigo mark here. If this will behave for me, please. There you go. Because you made that, you've put that lantern up. And then finally, violet lantern down here has no elevator. Of note that when you turned this around to point everywhere, the indigo also had an elevator.
Oh.
So yellow has an elevator, indigo has an elevator, and then green has the hole. Currently, you have the sarcophagus pointing down towards violet. So all the elevators are gone.
Okay.
And I will note again, there's an ever-burning torch that you currently have in the blue lantern. The sarcophagus can be turned. And each of the lanterns that you found has room to put a torch into it. You in fact moved the torch from the green to the blue.
Yeah.
There we go. So, what do you want to do? And if you want to talk through the puzzle, feel free to.
So we could try lighting regular torches and putting them into the lanterns. We've got 5 torches that we could try. See if something happens if regular torches enter the lanterns instead of the ever-burning one that currently have to put from space to space if you want to change something.
Yeah, we can try that.
All right. Do you have any particular order that you want to light torches in? Any particular people want to light certain torches, etc.?
I'd say just doing it in clockwise order.
All right.
Starting basically with the first lantern after the indigo one that we placed there, so the blue one. So okay.
One casts its light as you put the torches into it.
Well, we've lit them.
Yes. Okay. This one just moved. So let me position it properly. There we go. That is that. That one is really doing something silly with the graphics. I think that is a graphical glitch of Roll20.
I'd say that is something that happens when you don't perform maintenance on your magic lanterns for millennia or however long this thing exists.
Yeah,
of note, all the lanterns are actually spotlessly clean. That is just an artifact of Roll20. It is actually a stated fact that the lanterns look like they have been polished and cleaned regularly.
And
Okay.
some mystical entity called Roll20 has interfered.
Yeah, we're pushing the lighting engine that they've made here to its limits.
Yeah. So with all of these lights put up, I think I'm going to try the demon face again and see if it changes its behavior.
No, you lost me. Okay, I'm back.
Okay. So I'll be basically going up again into that hallway.
Yeah, I don't have a map there set up yet. You get up to this hallway. You can see the face at the far end.
Yeah. I'm crouching down, anticipating whatever might happen next, and start approaching the face.
About halfway through, where before there were like swirling rainbows of light in its eyes, now a little red shard sort of appears in one corner and starts rotating around the eye as the wind begins to pick up, blowing out of its mouth.
Windy.
Huh.
The wind is slower to build, but it is still building. What do you do?
I hurry to get to the face before it's too strong again, and see if I can do anything with it. If there's something that I can remove, or something that's missing, or anything that catches my eye.
Okay. Um, Go ahead and make a reflex save for me. I'm going to say that you get to the face just as the winds pick up enough to start picking you up and throw you back. Go ahead and make a reflex save for me.
A
And
14.
as you get picked up, you sort of instinctively reach towards the face, and your fingers barely miss it as you get picked up and thrown towards the back.
No!
Would you make a perception check?
Yes. Oh.
As you get picked up and thrown to the back, you think you hear something like a child laughing.
That's slightly disconcerting. Okay.
And then I need you to take 5 damage as you fall, the 20 feet and wham into the ground again.
Wham.
Yeah. So, what's my HP max? 21. Oh, 16 hit points. Okay. Ouch.
Xiyun, do you do anything as Krori comes falling out of the sky?
I'm watching, I guess. I don't know what else I can do.
I just imagine Xiyun is just like leaning against the sarcophagus, just chilling. Am I correct with that?
Mostly, I guess.
Hey, Xiyun, did you also just hear a child laughing, or am I going crazy?
No, I you might be going crazy. I don't know.
Oh, not again.
I say from like over 20 feet away.
So where there was a rainbow before the demon face again, I say as if I already told Xiyun about the demon face. I don't remember if I did. We now only had something red, so we are missing a red lantern. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Huh. Could you turn the sarcophagus to point toward that corner where no lantern currently is, Xiyun?
I sure as hell can try.
There is no change to the room as you point to the spot where the red lantern should be.
Oh. Okay, I'm going all the way into that alcove of sorts and start looking around if there's something that we've missed before. Looking up, looking down.
So something is making me click back when I try to move myself on Roll20 right now. So I keep leaving the session.
Oh.
You just really want to go back.
Wait, I think I know what happened. Give me a moment. Ah, yeah. I have mouse 4 and mouse 5 bound to going forward and backwards on my internet browser. So if I am dragging and I accidentally shift my mouse wheel left instead of just straight, it does that.
Oh, yeah, I had to disable that.
Huh? I don't want to disable it. I use that. I was just being too aggressive in my movements. Okay. So yeah, there is the chain that the lantern should be hanging from here.
Okay.
But besides that, there is nothing.
Also, no hallways above the chain.
No hallway above the chain.
I know there was a room in this tomb before that had the had like different paintings from different colors painted in the sort of alcove the step before, right?
Yes.
I'd like to check that out. Should be somewhere down here.
Yes, it would be here. And you can
Okay.
see should be Roy G. Biv across the way. Almost like someone took that room you were in and kind of cut it and then pushed it into like a small diorama is what this looks like now that you've been there and here. And in this one, the red light is lit.
Is there a lantern or is it just painted like it's lit?
In the paint, there's a painting of a lantern, but there is no lantern.
Okay, I'm doing the dumb cartoon thing and trying to grab the lantern out of the paint.
It is a little flecks of paint come off because it's a very old painting. But besides damaging some of this millennia-old work of art, you achieve nothing.
Damn. Hmm.
Does Xiyun have any thoughts about the Red Lantern? Or any thoughts at all?
I am barely trying to mentally remember everything.
I think everything has been brought up.
Yeah, I'm not processing it.
Oh.
Basically, there's lanterns and there's elevators, and all the lanterns are lit, and you're missing one. And then there's 2 elevators that you know of, and 1 elevator that broke and spat out spiders. So there's definitely more to this tomb than what you have found so far.
Hmm.
What are you doing, Krori?
Krori is going to approach each of the paintings and I'll knock the wall a little bit with his knuckles to see if it sounds hollow. Preferably trying to pick spaces where there's not as much paint to flake off.
The wall is very solid.
Oh.
The only real thing of note is that each of the lanterns is in its place in the colors of the rainbow, and each lantern is lit. Perhaps also of note, there is no sarcophagus in this painting.
Okay, I'll take that realization and move back towards the room with the sarcophagus. And I think we have not yet tried to open the sarcophagus, right?
You have not attempted to open the sarcophagus.
Hey Xiyun, do you want to help me open this thing and see if there's something inside that we could use?
My fear isn't that there. Okay, my fear isn't that there's nothing inside that we can use. My fear is that there's something inside. So yeah, we can try.
I understand your fears, but either that or we're climbing down the spider hole. Or you have
I'd
another
rather use spider hole.
alternative.
So, how do you all want to go about doing this?
Push it open, I guess.
Yeah, seeing if there's like if we can make out where the lid is, and first just trying to push it away, and if that doesn't work, see if we can lift it off.
Alrighty then. So, who is opening this? Is this a one-person job, a two-person job?
It's both of us.
Okay. So, it is a heavy stone lid, and as you begin to lift the lid, there is a brief flash as you break the seal on the arcane glyph. And fire begins to burst forth from within the sarcophagus. Would everyone please make a reflex save? Unless you choose,
Yes.
unless you choose not, you can choose to fail if you want to keep opening the lid.
Nope.
Uh,
No!
I'm gonna
I'm in
give each of
danger.
you your own bit. Xiyun, you should have
I don't
access
remember
to
how
your.
to do this.
You should have access to the sheet
I don't.
on the journal tab. Then you can click Xiyun,
It wasn't
character,
loading.
and then you can click the reflex button.
when it decides to load.
Okay. So, the fire bursts out. And both of you are going to take 4 damage, even though Xiyun manages to dodge. Um, because
That's
Xiyun
kind of hilarious.
takes. It turns out Xiyun was like right in the center of the fire blast.
Yeah, I guess it's Krori just standing there, seeing how she gets engulfed by flames, and
So yeah, each of you will end up taking 4 damage because 9 divided by 2 rounded down is 4. Yay. And the lid slams shut, and there's another little flash as the arcane writing reconnects and reseals.
oh no.
Mhm.
So what do you do?
Hmm. Contemplating what next to do, with the sarcophagus definitely not being something that Krori wants to try open again.
It did
It,
spray out in a cone from the edge that you were lifting it from.
okay. Taking a look at the sarcophagus from the other side.
You can see that the what looked like it was decorative and before writing extends all the way around the lid.
Oh. Yeah. We're not going to open this again.
Because it's been a while, I will remind you, Xiyun, that you are trained in Arcana, if that is something you want to be focusing in on, which is, the study of arcane magic and arcane runes.
Uh,
I know it's a bit to try to get back into the mindset.
not I mentioned it's the engine I have never played before.
Well, it's very similar to D&D.
Yeah, but when you're presented with it all in your face at once, it's
Okay. Yeah, I understand. Maybe just take a breath and think more about the character and less about the mechanics. We can burn the mechanics when we get to them.
I barely remember the character.
The character, as you presented her to me, was a little half elf slave girl who had been falsely sold to the Drowerstone mines as a halfling and then kind of kicked out when she got too big to do the various dangerous tasks that they used children and halflings for. And then along the way had developed, her Flissa herself out of stolen trash and gathered that kind of connection to her shield. And is otherwise completely impoverished and homeless and desperate for any sort of money. But does know a bit about basically every form of magic, just kind of from being curious.
I mean, I guess I can look at the markings around the sarcophagus.
You absolutely can. And you can even press that Arcana button.
Oh my god, my mouse sensitivity just plummeted for some reason.
Oof.
9.
Oof. That. +7 bonus. That's a terrible roll. Those
The
are
dice are out
certainly
for blood.
yeah, those are certainly arcane runes, and breaking them triggers a trap. Information you have learned through trial and error. But they are very, very, very old arcane runes that you have not met in any book or other sort of thing that you've snuck away from the mind leaders. Note to self, put arcane writings into the Drowerstone Mine office so that we have an excuse for Xiyun to know this. I do love that the two of you are just basically a couple of homeless folk poking around a tomb to try to win a house.
That's, if you put it like that, that does indeed sound very funny.
And now lightly roasted.
Yeah, roasted. Krori is also a little bit clobbered.
Do you still want to try to get into the sarcophagus, or do you want to turn your attention to the hole?
Well, being all out of other ideas, Krori would definitely suggest, hey, we can still check out the hole.
You really like that hole, sure.
I don't like that hole. I like to make progress. You're welcome to suggest any other thing that we could do.
I don't know, I got nothing.
Okay. Then let's try our luck with the broken elevator shaft. Or let's at least look how climbable the shaft is going to be.
I'm going to bring you up there, Xiyun. Assuming that you're going to be looking in the hole alongside Krori.
Yeah.
So the hole goes. The hole should probably be on the map there. Let me fix that. I didn't realize that I did not have the hole visible. That's my bad. There we go. So hole. I heart hole. The hole looks to be, oh goodness gracious, this information scattered all over the place. The hole looks to be actually 60 feet deep. Krori, you have enough dark vision that you can barely make out the floor at the far deepest portion of the hole as you look down.
Oh.
It seems to be made out of the same sort of stone as the rest of the tomb.
And there's not from the lantern or from the elevator a chain conveniently reaching down to the bottom of the hole, right?
There is not. You would either have to try to scale the sides of this hole, which were smoothed to make it so an elevator could go up and down, or you'd
I'm
have to
not
try to
going to
find
try
a
that.
rope or something.
Yeah, because as it looks like, I don't think I've got a rope unless it's in the adventurers pack.
The Adventurer's Pack does, in fact, have 40 feet of rope.
Oh,
And Xiyun also has 40 feet of rope.
We have 80 feet, and I don't. Do we have anything to attach it on?
There is a
the
chain with a lantern dangling on it, hovering over this pit.
So I'm not like a master craftsman, but does the chain look strong enough to hold a person or two?
Yeah, it's a pretty solid chain. It does strike you that compared to like the floors and the walls that are kind of covered in dust and age, the chains, their hooks onto the ceiling, and the lanterns all seem very well maintained.
Hmm. So the chains are magic too, probably. So Krori starts binding his rope to the chain and then asks Xiyun, "Hey, do you have any rope to make this thing long enough?"
Yeah. I can tie more to extend it.
Wonderful. So you have an 80-foot rope to go down 40, to go down 60 feet of distance. So, okay, I actually have to look something up here. Okay. Who is going, what order are you going down this rope?
I can't see, so I'm probably gonna have to go second.
Yeah, that makes sense. This is not going to be comfortable, but Krori tries slowly climbing down the rope.
Okay, I need Krori to make an athletics check.
Let's go. Why?
Well, the good news is you get a bonus for using a rope. The bad news is uh, that is still insufficient to meet the DC for climbing down a rope.
Oh, we should have made a knotted rope. It's a little bit easier, but also that would be a lot less coverage of distance.
Um, so the good news is it's just a failure and not a critical failure. So you catch yourself. You don't actually make any progress down the rope, and you're just gripping the rope, trying not to fall.
This is a little bit more difficult than it looks like.
This is technically a one action, so you can do three attempts around to move down.
And do they at least not become more difficult with every action that I'm taking?
They
or...
do not. They do
Okay.
not. You just have to do it every 5 feet for the 60 feet of rope by rules as written.
That's a lot of
I'm just gonna let you go and just until you make a success. Or critically fail.
Yeah. The question is, I don't think Krori has gloves. So he can't just do the sliding down because that would be ouchy on the hands.
Well, that doesn't mean he can't. It just means he doesn't want to.
It would look really cool if he did.
Might very well happen without him trying to. After catching his breath by realizing that climbing ropes is not something that he does all the fucking time, he tries again. Very slowly and carefully. And where was my athletics again? There.
With the bonus for using the rope, that is exactly enough for you to be able to carefully and slowly take yourself down the rope.
So I'm not sure if second edition Pathfinder also has a pick 10, but with that being barely enough, I couldn't even pick a 10 for that.
It does, but it's a feat.
Oh.
You have to take per skill.
Oh.
So yeah, instead you get your level added to everything you do.
Yeah, makes sense.
So Krori has a slow, hard time of it. So let me GM layer up Krori. Xiyun, you can still see because of the light, but yeah.
Can I see him
see
down there?
You cannot see the bottom of. Well, you can barely see the bottom of the hole. Just shrouded in like spooky green light from the lantern.
I say catch and toss my torch down.
I dodge the torch.
Okay. The torch clatters to the ground and reveals the cool gray stone at the bottom.
All right, and then let's go.
Woo.
My turn.
Press the athletics button.
Why do I have? Oh. Fine.
Oh no.
Xiyun, would you describe to me how you want to go about climbing down this rope? So I can tell you how you fail horribly.
What Xiyun was going to do was she stood at the edge, like rocked back and forth, and then jumped and grabbed the rope to slide down.
You jumped, you grab the rope. Well, actually, do you grab the rope? Because when you critically fail, which is failing by 10 or more in second edition, you do get the opportunity to grab the edge. So, would you roll either acrobatics or reflex, your choice?
Reflex.
Okay, yeah, so you do grab the. Okay, yeah, so you leap, you start to fall, you grab that rope and go taut. You actually don't take any damage because you critically succeed your reflex save. And now you're like dangling from the rope by one hand, 60 feet above the floor.
Hell yeah.
What do you do?
Well, I'm gonna slide down.
Okay.
Krori prepares to catch you in case of litho breaking maneuver.
So I'm going to give you an option, Xiyun. Do you want to just grab the rope and, as part of your whole failure, slide all the way down, or do you want to try to do it in a more controlled manner?
No, I'm just gonna slide all the way.
Okay, then it will treat the fall as if it's 30 feet shorter.
Hell yeah.
For a total of 11 damage.
Hell yeah,
as you
that
hit
is
the
half my max HP.
as you hit the floor hard and give your hands a major case of rope burn.
That is over half my max HP, and it is more than my HP.
Oh no.
Um, I'm gonna go ahead and say that you're not dying because you made your reflex save very nicely, but you do like pass out as you hit the ground.
Hell yeah.
You are aware that you are the one that trained medicine, right?
Yeah.
Well, Krori should be able to produce health potions, if I remember correctly.
No.
I thought you
He's
had.
producing things like bombs.
I thought you had a. I thought you had a health potion option.
Nah, I had the munitions crafter and that was about it. Unless I missed something, but
Let me take a look, because I could have sworn you had, as an option, the ability. Oh no, you did. You had the option. You just didn't take it. Okay. Um. Then I guess we're going to have to wait for Xiyun to regain consciousness naturally.
Oh boy.
well, I could still try a medicine check to alleviate the worst things, but I'm not sure if I want to. You know what? Let's first look if
Okay, it's only going to be. It's only going to take 10 minutes for Xiyun to regain 1 hit point.
Hell yeah.
okay, and taking that time, wondering if Krori should do something or not about Xiyun's condition, because he kind of doesn't really know whether she's passed out or worse, but
Yeah, she like
first
slid
looking.
down, landed hard, like gave a thumbs up, passed out.
Oh, okay,
It was a. It
that
was a.
sounds safe enough.
It was cool.
Yeah, then let's take a look whether we are in immediate danger or if this place is locked up enough to.
So the walls here are covered in bas-relief images, similar to the figure on the sarcophagus up above. There's a dozen androgynous, hairless humanoids who stand in poses of deference as if they're praying towards the viewer. They extend their hands in adoration, and their faces are awash in praise. Several of the various images lack arms, heads, or anything else
uh,
in the image.
If we made a more elegant way down, this would be kind of fitting, but this kind of gives me emotional whiplash.
Um, on the southern end of this room, there's a great stone that has been just wedged into the hallway. It looks as though it fell from the ceiling. Like
Oh,
someone or something has triggered a trap. You
oh,
can glance only a little bit of the hallway beyond through a sort of crack in the between the wall and the slab that's barely big enough for a spider to have wiggled its way through.
Oh no. We do remember spiders.
Why no, excuse me, I put you in the wrong map.
Oh.
This is the map that you reach from the other elevator. You're in this one, which I didn't prepare the lighting layer for, or the stuff.
Oh.
I assumed you would play with I assumed you would play with elevators and ride the elevator down instead of hop in the hole.
Yeah, I got that thought right when we were about to when we tied the ropes, and then, well, since we've
So
already made the
this map is
ropes.
going to be a whole lot less cool because you can see everything from the start.
Oh.
So womp
Well,
womp.
classic case of D&D.
I should have prepared everything in advance. So this one, there's dozens of bas-relief figures like the man on the sarcophagus upstairs, but they are staring disapprovingly at you with their arms crossed.
That makes a lot more sense.
A few of them are also missing heads and hands, as if someone has like chipped them out of the bas-relief carving. There's a large stylized arrow pointing down the corridor north. Like this direction is actually continuing north, further away from the entrance.
Okay.
So you are less secure in this location. There is nothing blocking it off.
Oh no.
Let me see if I can't very quickly cobble together a lighting layer for you. So, okay, that's a little lighting layer. And then
Moody.
if I do this quickly, it should cut off vision across everything. It's not going to be as cool and fancy, but at least you won't be able to see what you can't see.
Yeah.
Even though you've already seen it.
I didn't see nothing. So with this being a very open space, Krori definitely draws and prepares his pistol rapier because this isn't safe at all. And I guess he's standing watch because he's not going to walk a lot through untread ground with a unconscious partner leaving behind.
And the torch goes out.
Oh.
Yeah, I hit the hide hole map image area, and then you need to be on the lighting layer, actually. And then I should be able to expose. No. Gosh darn it, they changed how this works. Oh, is there an option on this? We're figuring it out live. Woo.
Hooray.
Dynamic lighting.
I'll be back in a minute.
Hmm. That didn't do what I wanted. That should do what I want. It's not doing what I wanted. Okay. Where's the reveal what your character can see option? It's gone. Cool. Love that. Okay. Now I have set that. Set my GM darkness opacity. Okay. Now I think you should be able to only see what you can see. Am I correct?
Yep, I see basically just a little bit of the corridor down here
Wonderful.
up until around here.
Wonderful. And then I can quickly throw together this. The most half-assed vision blocking line I have ever made. Chad is seeing how the sausage gets made, only worse. This is actually a pretty good system. The light blocking layer that they have in Roll20. It's just... I'm not viewing it right now quite properly.
Okay.
Okay. So, you will not be bothered for the next 10 minutes. Xiyun did not make enough noise to rouse anything that might be down here. Xiyun comes to awareness, lying on the floor after falling 60 feet in a dramatic, cool method. That probably would have killed her if she hadn't critically succeeded the reflex save. Beautiful. I love it. Wait, no, did she say that she was running to the restroom? I was vision blocking Lair.
Yeah, she was.
Okay, then we're waiting.
Yep.
Dramatic. That gives me time to skim my conversion and make sure that I have what I need. Because I have everything prepped for the other route that I expected you to go down.
You mean the smart road?
Yeah.
What?
Wah.
Yeah, what?
Wah. You wake up. It takes you about 10 minutes to wake up.
I am awake.
You're at 1 hit point.
Awesome.
What do you do?
I am going to take out my healer's toolkit, and I'm going to try and do something while being at 1 hit point.
Yay. Your healer's toolkit, which I we never did decide if you wanted the rocket jump or the integrated tools, so I gave you the integrated tools because it seemed less likely to kill you. So your healer's toolkit is actually integrated into your Flissa.
Awesome. However that works.
It just means that you always have access to it when you have your Flissa, so you don't have to like take it out. But yeah, it's just like flicking open up like a section of your blade to pull out bandages.
So, and I imagine that like a Swiss Army knife.
Yeah, something like that. So I do believe this would be a medicine check.
12.
Okay. With the healer's toolkit, thank you. So it's just the requirement. You don't have the advanced one that gives you a bonus. So, um, you know what? If you're willing to spend a little bit of extra time, I am willing to let you succeed when you would otherwise fail.
I will spend all the time in the world, so I'm not at 1 HP.
Okay?
Yeah.
Do you want to roll the 2d8 of your healing? So it's all on your hands?
Yeah, how do I... God, what are the controls for this one?
You can put... That's a roll 20 thing. You put it in square bracket, double square brackets. So square bracket, 2d8, square bracket, square bracket.
7.
Yay! You regain 7 hit points and are immune to treat wounds for an hour.
I like that.
So, at this point, Xiyun can now see everything.
At this session, so far, I've come out net positive. I have gained 1 HP from the start of the session.
Hex yeah.
Nice. So far, I've only lost HP, but I also have probably slightly more.
Do you want to get treated while Xiyun
You can get
has
treated.
the medical kit out?
Oh,
Like you need treatment. I'm gonna be slowly pushing like the like toolkit back in, like very slowly.
yeah, I'd be grateful if you could patch me up too.
Hell yeah! Don't worry, this will only hurt as much as I pay attention. Bam, 23. God damn it!
Nice.
That's a critical success. So
It's
you get
easier
to
when you're
roll,
doing it to somebody else.
You get to roll 48 and heal Krori by 4d8.
Yes.
So. Right. Did I do that right? Okay, it just didn't pop up for me.
Make sure it's double square brackets on both sides.
That's weird.
18
Okay,
hit
it went through that time.
points. So,
Ooh, nice.
Krori, I imagine you're at full hit points at this point.
Yeah.
It's easier when you're not doing it to yourself.
And not, horrifically wounded and in pain from leaping 60 feet in a dramatic, cool manner.
Yeah, so now that we've put ourselves back together, we should
Put
probably
myself back
get
together.
going because I don't want to climb that rope up if I can avoid it.
What the hell are we gonna get out?
There must be something like a way out here, or maybe we find one of them elevators that we strategically did not use for coming down.
There are bits and pieces of the broken, shattered elevator around you.
Why'd you break the elevator?
It broke when we called it by turning
Oh.
the sarcophagus. It just was not well maintained, which is weird because everything else is well maintained.
Well, the lanterns and the uh, chains are well maintained. As you can see, the bas reliefs aren't. The paintings aren't. The walls
Yeah.
and floors aren't.
Yes, but I expected the elevators to be part of the well-maintained stuff with the lanterns because it just fits the vibes.
What?
Anywho, let's go.
Of course.
Okay. Oh, there's one more thing that I need to do. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do it. But there's one more thing I need to do before you go much further.
Eat the last singular piece of mochi you have.
No, I need to see if
That's
I
what I'm
can
doing.
do. I'm going to see if I can do something cool that I know I can do in Roll20, but I don't know if I can do here. So I'm going to try and do it on the GM layer. So if I have to do something less cool, I can. I have to do something less cool. Okay. That's fine. So we're going to do this on the GM layer. And then oh goodness gracious, am I not able to make this transparent? Roll20. Why do you do this to me? Yeah, I can't make this transparent. So I'm just going to have to draw a line and explain this. So as you're approaching Krori, you can see the two hallways that go off to either end, the hallway that continues down, and then a set of steps. And along that set of steps, it goes down, the hallway goes down under water at the far edge. So the blue splot that I threw on the map is where the water line starts. Because I can't just put transparent water over everything.
Oh.
So from there to the bottom of the map is underwater.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
Xiyun, can you swim and dive?
That is a great question. That's her answer. Come closer.
Because we might need to take a dip into the water. Oh, I did not want to paint. But there's a little bit more space that we can look into before we get to the water.
Yes. In this direction over here, you see a room that is pitted with sort of severe signs of acid and just wear along the stone floor, as though
Oh.
something has been gnawing its way through there for centuries or millennia. And over here, the big dominant feature you can see is a giant statue of a guard in armor.
I am calling it. That statue is going to attack us at one point. If the sarcophagus isn't safe, then the statue is going to attack us.
Okay.
So, Xiyun, do you want to go into the room with the menacing statue or the room which is full of acid marks?
You know, neither one seems like a good idea. But at least we can see the statue, so let's go that way.
Okay.
At least we could see what may be the threat instead of what may be the remnants of a threat.
Yeah.
So as you step into this room, there are 8 stone slabs, each about 2 feet off of the floor, each about the size of a person. They are lined up, well, as you can see. On one of them, a long dead corpse lies sprawled out upon the slabs, with wearing red leather armor. That's the only hint of color in this otherwise colorless room. The walls taper towards a small stone stage on which is a brass statue of a powerfully built warrior wielding a great club.
Oh.
Huh.
Taking a closer look without touching at the corpse on the slab, can I identify any sort of rank markings or emblems of origin? So, is this from a army or band or whatever that I could recognize, or is this just red leather armor?
Make a society check.
Yay! I am not a very integral part of society.
Actually, I think neither of us are.
Yeah, the red armor. He's got a fancy ring. Xiyun, do you want to come in and take a look at this too? At anything in
Yeah.
particular?
I like the armor. I'm gonna look at that thing.
The big statue?
Yeah.
All right. Hmm. Hmm. Would you make an arcana or a crafting roll? Your choice, Xiyun.
crafting. Well,
This statue is engineered so that it will be able to move.
ah, yo, the statue's trapped, except without the yo.
I'm sorry?
Something will likely make this statue move.
I told you.
Would you?
Yeah, and now I told you.
Would you two make?
Can I back away from it?
Will you two make will saves, please?
Oh no.
I keep clicking the circle into the box.
You're fine. No, don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yep. There's the body. There's the statue. There's the slabs. And I'd like a perception check.
Let us perceive. Or not.
Oh. I had to make the window bigger.
Xiyun, you see, crawling along the ceiling above you, a spider that is getting ready to drop towards Krori. Those perception checks were your initiative rolls.
Oh, fun.
I'm in danger.
I'll let Xiyun have the first roll here.
Oh, fun. Spider.
Let me put everyone into initiative. And find my initiative counter. I love that you get to roll initiative with different stats in different situations here.
Yeah.
So, Xiyun, what would you like to do? A reminder in Pathfinder, you have 3 actions. Most actions cost 1, some cost 2, some cost 3. But in general, you could just kind of say what you want your character to do. And I'll crack open my book and tell you what action it is.
So I'm going to move over. And I guess I'll swing my sword at it.
All right, that's a strike.
How is that on this?
You would click on your Flissa.
Oh, it just rolls everything.
Yep. That does not hit.
Then let's try again.
Does that include the -4?
Yeah,
It
that's
does.
that's the second attack.
And it does include the -4 this time, but it hits.
Hell yeah.
So you take your step, you swing twice, and on your second hit, you roll really badly on damage.
Yeah, take that. She'll tell the others what just happened here.
Yeah,
While I gave it a tiny little scratch on the nose.
scratch the spider.
Hell yeah.
The spider is going to spray its web upon you, Xiyun. Does 9 hit you? Your AC?
No.
No, it doesn't. So it sprays its web towards you as you dodge deftly out of the way.
Bam.
And it immediately ascends its web up to the ceiling to be out of the reach of your sword.
How dare it?
I'm gonna give it a little mark to show that it's up on the ceiling, out of the reach of melee. Krori.
Well, having just witnessed a spider go down and up again, I pick my pistol rapier by the pistol grip and start shooting at the spider.
Was your pistol default in pistol or in sword form?
I did. Let's say I had it in sword form, and now I changed it to pistol form with the interact, and took a shot with a 15 to hit.
A 15 to hit. That does not hit.
Damn.
Oh goodness, this is a... I swear this is a level appropriate encounter.
Oh.
You do have one more action.
Yeah. I guess I used that to reload my pistol because I shot it.
Okay. Xiyun. Spider's up on the ceiling.
How dare you?
I will remind you that you did get daggers for their throwing stat, was something you did in character creation.
True. Then I'm going to throw one. Let's go. Let's go.
Woohoo. You should just be able to click the dagger. There we are. Hey, that hits.
Hell yeah.
You throw your
that
dagger
one.
at it. Dealing
Does
2
the
points
dagger
of damage.
stick in it?
I think your dagger does stick in it. I'm gonna check your inventory. See, did you
I only
get
had the
multiple
one.
daggers? You only got the one.
Yeah.
So your dagger is stuck in it. You are now -1 dagger,
Hell yeah.
but that's 2 more damage. And then you have... Well, you have 2 more moves. Well, 1 more move, because it would have been an interact to draw your dagger, and then an attack to throw it. I feel like, because it's been a while since character creation, and you were ill at the time, that I want to point you in your feats to your Thaumaturge abilities, in particularly exploit vulnerability, which I think is a single action. It takes a little while, chat, but it's okay. This is what happens when it's like a month after character creation till session 1, and then medical emergencies hit everyone in quick succession.
I guess I can exploit its vulnerability.
Yeah.
Try that. Let's go.
Probably should have done that beforehand, and we can say you did if you want.
Nah, it's fine.
Okay.
I didn't think about it. How do I... Oh,
So
esoteric lore check.
Yeah. Did we actually key that in?
I don't think so.
Okay, esoteric lore is a class feature you get. So just click underworld lore. It's going to have the same stats as underworld lore. That's a critical success. So since spiders don't have any particular weakness, that is going to give the target weakness 3 against your attacks. You get to tell us what you do to make the spider extra scared. And again,
I threw a dagger.
And again, you can do this before you throw the dagger if you want. I'll allow it because It is +3 damage on every attack. And probably should have been like the first thing you do as a Thaumaturge.
Yeah, probably.
So you're just particularly scary. You know where to throw daggers at spiders.
Yeah. I'm really, I throw daggers at spiders all the time. Just not giant ones.
You make the giant spider feel small and insignificant. You bully. That's basically what that ability is bully dot skill.
Hell yeah.
Oof.
Well, the spider is not coming down into the reach of Miss Dagger. It's going to skitter across the ceiling as a move, and then it's going to attempt to fire at each of you, starting with Xiyun, because Xiyun is extra scary.
Yeah.
Does 20 hit your armor class?
Yeah. Is there a ruler?
Then
Yeah.
7 will not hit Krori.
Nope,
Xiyun,
does not.
you are covered in sticky webs and immobilized to the spot you're on until you escape.
Oh, fun.
I think this happened with the last spider too.
Yeah.
Krori.
Can I try to free Xiyun from the webbing?
You absolutely can. Go ahead and make an athletics check.
Yeah, let's try to get her free.
That is sufficient to pull Xiyun free.
Hell yeah.
Plop. And then I take an angry look at the spider, move over, and start to shoot it.
Okay. And interact. A move and an attack. An attack which is not quite a critical hit, unfortunately, but it does hit.
Yeah. And I see that I also need to roll an additional d4 damage because of my, what's it called? Slinger's Precision, which it's not part of the
All right. Excellent.
macro yet. Ooh! One more point of damage.
Every point matters. Xiyun, you are not, in fact, immobilized.
Hell yeah. Shit.
Is there anything else that
Tall.
I need to remind you about your equipment?
I don't know at the moment.
Disarm, grapple, trip for your Flissa's modification isn't gonna make it ranged. So, yeah. You don't have any more ranged weapons on you.
How tall does the ceiling look?
About 10 feet.
And these thingies
Are about 4
Like-
feet. So yes, if you got on top of it, and I would let you make an athletics check to jump, and if you jumped, you could be high enough to attempt an attack. I'd allow that.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna like get on this, try and get on this one for my turn.
All right.
And
The first thing I'm going to need is for you to make a will save.
6.
So you hop up there and immediately feel extremely sleepy.
Well, that's not good.
So you will be fatigued 1, which until further notice. It gives you a -1 to AC and saves, and you can't use exploration activities until you recover.
Okay.
Other than that, you can still make your jump and fight without incident, but you do suddenly feel extremely sleepy. What do you do? Well, you do your jump. I assume you continue doing your jump.
Yeah. Where is it? Yeah, what do I roll? What do I do?
Roll athletics. Yep, that'll be enough to make the jump, and then you can roll your attack with your Flissa, which is a miss.
Hell yeah.
So you get up there, you leap, you swing, it dodges, you land again, and are extremely sleepy.
Damn.
Spider, in its panic, not quite sure who to be more scared of, but mostly scared of Xiyun because, oh no, the scary thing that spat a knife at her is now jumping.
So it is
Sprays at
true they are
Xiyun.
more afraid of us than we are.
Sprays at Xiyun. Does that hit?
Yeah.
Does that hit your armor class?
Yeah.
14? That should not hit your armor class. Two armor class proficiency. Where's that temp -1 coming from? Oh, because you're fatigued. That
Yeah.
because you're fatigued, it hit.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. You are sprayed down with webbing and stuck to the slab.
Oh no.
It will scurry into the corner and spray towards Krori. Missing. Krori.
I think Krori is trying to do the Xiyun maneuver. Basically moving over to the slab down here while turning the rapier into the sword form, taking the slab as a jumping point to jump at the spider.
Okay, make a will save.
Oh, where's my will? There.
You are very sleepy and become
Oh
fatigued
no.
1.
Okay. Okay.
And there's your dead guy in red armor. I forgot to put him on the map earlier.
Yeah. All right. And then athletics, or can I use acrobatics for the jump?
You can use acrobatics, yeah.
Okay. Whew.
That is a success.
And my attack. Oh.
Well.
Well.
Well. I am reviewing what happens on a critical failure on a strike.
Probably bad things.
Absolutely nothing. Strikes don't have an entry for critical failure. You just miss.
Okay.
So, there you go. You both get up there, you do your little leaps. You are very good at jumping, both of you, but less so at hitting the thing you're jumping at, which I suppose isn't that surprising.
Yeah.
The statue begins to grind and start to move. Xiyun, you are stuck to this slab by the now moving statue and very sleepy.
Oh, fun. I need to get myself out of this.
Okay, that would be an escape action, which is an athletics or an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics time 20.
Or excuse me, it's an attack, athletics, or acrobatics, your choice.
Acrobatics.
Okay, you managed to wiggle your way the out of the out of the web.
Woo!
Yay.
Oh, and that is not a critical success, so you are just free.
Yay.
What do you want to do?
Well, I do not like the looks of that statue, so I'm gonna hop down. And hop down and like move over here.
Okay, and you have another action remaining.
Fuck, I don't know what I can do left.
You do have your shield. You can raise your shield and gain your shield to your armor class.
Yeah, I guess I'll do that then.
All right. The spider is probably more scared of Krori now than Xiyun. So, attempts to spray Krori.
That misses.
Attempts to spray Xiyun. And cowers in the corner. Krori, you're very sleepy, and you can hear the grinding of the statue.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I take one last attempt at attacking the spider with a jump and a quick thrust.
Okay. That's a jump.
All right, and that's a thrust.
That is a thrust with your... Do you have your precision on this?
I do not have the precision on a melee, I think. Nope.
Leaving it at 1 hit point. What do you do, Krori?
Using my remaining action to move out, but not as far as that I couldn't, that I lose Xiyun behind me. Hoping that the spider is now
Just starts
afraid
running.
enough to just fuck off as well.
Okay. The statue shifts back into the position it was in and stops moving. Xiyun, it's your turn.
Hmm. I want to kill the spider. The spider keeps annoying me, so we're just going to, yep, jump up there, try to hit it, and then
Right?
jump. 7.
You don't quite jump up high enough.
And let's hop down.
Okay. Spider is going to. Oh no, its nemesis is back. Spray down Xiyun, pinning her to position. Scurry as far as it can. And attempt to spray down Krori.
Ba-doop.
No!
You are both immobilized in position. The spider is having a day.
I mean, we are having a day too, so.
So you are incapable of movement and cannot use any actions that have the move trait. Is all that immobilized means. Interact and strike do not have the move trait.
Oh.
Of note, also, Krori, you're not fatigued anymore.
Oh, nice. So I guess those are sleepy benches. Fuck it, let's reload my pistol rapier and try to take the spider out. It's getting annoying. And kaboom!
That does
That's
not
not a
hit.
very high hit. No!
Xiyun.
Oh,
I guess I'll try and free myself.
Okay. Make an attack, athletics, or acrobatics, your choice.
Acrobatics.
That is not sufficient to pull your way out of the web, and you are not going to be able to attempt again until your next round.
Cool, I raised my shield there. That's all I can do.
Spider scurries its way over as far as it can this way. Krori.
let's break free.
Are you going to attack, athletics, or acrobatics? It's basically, are you cutting your way out, ripping your way out, or wiggling your way out?
I'm wiggling my way out. I am a very wiggly boy.
The wiggly boy is wiggled free.
Yeah. And I guess I take a step towards Xiyun and just pull her out.
Okay,
Or try to do so.
this will be athletics.
Or should I pick the number 2? Or why is there a... For attack rolls... the sheet? I'm kind of confused, but... A 13, I suppose, does not work.
It does not. And I think it's because you can use athletics and acrobatics as attacks for certain classes.
I see. Now I'm thinking of like a missile drop kick.
So you don't manage to quite pull Xiyun out. We'll go ahead and end this encounter. I think this counts as a win.
Yes.
It ran away because I scared it.
Yeah.
We are still alive.
The statue is not making any further advancements, though Xiyun is extremely sleepy. And I need Krori to make another will save. Yeah, you're fine. Don't worry about it. I assume you will wiggle Xiyun out over time.
Yes.
Unfortunately, Xiyun's dagger was still wedged in the side of that spider.
God damn it.
We will find another dagger for a replacement.
Or we find
I
that spider.
Yeah, maybe it comes back. But what are we going to do with this weird room? I feel like leaving it behind, but I also feel like as long as the statue is capable of moving, we should not let our employer get down here because he might have objection to being smacked by a statue.
He just said come down here and find stuff. He didn't say clear it out.
He said we should clear it out. That was specifically the job that he was giving us.
I don't know, this was 2 hospital trips ago.
Yeah. So what do you want to do?
I'm more in my dagger.
You have the man in red leather armor, who you've looked at the armor, you haven't really searched the man thoroughly. You have all the sleepy benches, and you have the big statue able to move. And a
I haven't
very
looked at it
sleepy
yet. I want to look
Xiyun.
at this guy. I want to look at this guy. I haven't looked at him yet.
Okay.
Let's look what he's got.
So he has the red leather armor, a small dagger in his hilt, and a silver ring. The silver ring is emblazoned with the symbol of a compass. You may make a medicine check if you'd like, Xiyun, because you're trained in medicine.
Medicine. Did that go through? There we go.
It looks as though he died in his sleep to something smashing him.
Okay, so I think I figured it out. Whatever you do not decide that now is the best time to take a nap.
I don't feel quite as inclined to take a nap anyway, but thank you for your warning.
You're really sleepy.
It's okay. Alright. I'm gonna see about prying that ring off him.
Oh yeah, it's not stuck.
Hell yeah.
He was a skinny dude, hungry dude, probably an adventurer.
We're finding an alarming amount of dead people that kind of fit the bill of what we are doing.
I wonder if this is maybe not a safe profession.
I mean, neither is mining, so...
Yeah. And then he does have the nice red leather armor, which is leather armor.
But you know what else he has? He has a shiny dagger.
He does have a shiny dagger.
And now I want the shiny dagger.
An old kind of used dagger that's been chipped a little, but a functional dagger.
As Xiyun's looting, Krori has a very concentrated eye on the statue.
The statue does not move.
Can I like see him like eyeing it, being all nervous?
You absolutely can, yeah.
I said, don't worry, just don't decide to lie down and take a nap. No matter how comfy all these slabs look.
They do not look comfy at all.
And you say that, and you get a little sleepy and look at them.
Please stop looking at things that make you tired. That's making me nervous.
Xiyun, are you taking the armor off of this guy?
No.
You're not interested in the armor?
It's too red for me. Not my fashion style.
Okay.
I say that out loud too while I'm looking at the armor. It's not my style. I
Sure,
don't think this armor fits me.
sure. It's the red color, and not that you have to undress a fucking dead body to get the armor. Of course.
Exactly, it's the fashion.
Right. But I
Yeah,
have
I take the
nothing.
dagger and the ring.
Okay, you have a small silver ring that has an image of a compass on it,
Awesome.
and you have a little dagger.
You know what this dagger means?
That you have another dagger that you can throw into things before they run away with your dagger.
Exactly.
Perfect. So let's see what the other places are, and I don't feel particularly keen on going into the space where the spider just ran away into, because that spider might get frightened into attacking us again, and I don't quite feel like getting webbed up another time.
Just don't get webbed up.
I think that between the two of us, you've been getting webbed up a little bit more often than I have.
I could pop the character sheet out in another window?
Yes.
Oh my god. Innovations.
Innovations. Whoa.
Yep. Let's take a few steps down here.
Bloop, bloop.
No, I thought those would be floors crossing off the path, and they're just little alcoves.
I
Yes.
was expecting to take a step forward and get jump scared by something.
Those are indeed just little alcoves. Um, there are pegs in those alcoves. Dozens of little pegs, each of which has a little hook reaching up at the edge. Like they're made to hang things on.
Oh,
Things, not people.
that's reassuring. It doesn't look like there's a stray red lantern hanging on one of these pegs, right? And
There is
not a
nothing.
diving.
There's nothing hanging on any of the pegs.
Okay. Then let's take a closer look at where the water is.
So, unlike what you see here, the water is extremely clear and clean.
Ah, I see.
It does not seem like it's seeped in groundwater. It looks almost like pure fountain water. And it sloshes softly against the steps, almost like water at a beach. And you can see the steps descend down into there. And at the far edge, there's a little wall with bits going off to either side underwater. So those are hallways. Not hallways, it's more like it's one big room and it kind of has a entranceway. Like in a public shower.
I'm sorry, like in a?
Public shower
Oh,
or a public
did
bathhouse.
someone forget to turn off the water?
Oh, that's a shower running.
Hmm. I'm not exactly keen on taking a dive with having black powder weapons on me.
Oh, that is right. You use black powder. That's not great in water. I would recommend piling any black powder that you want to stay functional up here before you go in the water, if you go in the water.
Uh,
And there's also the other hallway we didn't go into.
Yes, there's also spider hallway.
You mean dagger hallway?
And there's the rope that leads back up. You have options. None of them good.
Decisions. Well, we could check the spider hallway before, and maybe it's actually smart to finish off the spider before it creeps up on us when we're occupied with something else.
Yeah. And that's what I'm gonna go do. Full confidence.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay. This room.
We are going to die.
This chamber is filled with a hardened paste that spills over a basin on the far side and covers much of the floor of the room. A keening insect chorus fills the room as thousands of tiny spiders roil within this goop, feasting upon it.
On second thoughts.
It appears like it's an enormous nest that is feeding on whatever this blackish paste is. The blackish paste seems to come from up here. This is where the little like shelf thing is that it's spilling out off of.
Is the blackish paste something that I could identify by knowing the lore of mines?
It in and of itself. Yeah, go ahead. Actually, I think you could, potentially.
Potentially.
It seems almost like a fungus.
Oh.
But not like any that you would recognize. Like, as you get down and look at it, you see things that make you think of mushrooms, but it's not like intact like a mushroom.
It's probably not attacked because it's being eaten by the spiders. I assume.
Hear me out. Maybe it spreads by being eaten by the spiders.
That's terrifying.
Let's see. What skills does Xiyun have? Arcana, medicine, nature, occultism, religion. Go ahead and make a nature roll, Xiyun.
13.
That does in fact look like mushrooms that are failing to properly grow and take root because they're being eaten by spiders. Yes.
Oh, I see.
You're sort of natural. It does feel actually a little unnatural because the spiders, as many as you can see here, they should have already consumed all of the mushroom.
So there's a chance that the spiders, hear me out, this stuff can fill the place if we get rid of the spiders.
That sounds even more terrifying.
I'll make the swarm of spiders be more visible because you're aware of it.
So, I think we should have brought like a keg of black powder, a barrel of oil, a long fuse, and you know.
Checkmate.
I did notice that Krori did have a bottle of vintage something.
Yes, a wine. That's more like vinegar. We found that in the basement of the house. The vintage homemade wine, almost vinegar.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure of the.
Yeah, it would not be explosive on its own, but it is alcoholic. If only we had a munitions alchemist and an inventor.
What do you think, Xiyun? Should we take all of our brain cells together and devise something that will blow this whole thing up?
I'm pretty sure we can figure out something. But that means going in there. I'm gonna take a step in.
We could devise the contraption before going in there, and then,
Now that you're in here, you can see up here there are 2 more spiders up on the shelf that all of this mushroom gunk seems to be spewing out from. Above that shelf is the same stylized arrow you saw pointing down the hallway, pointing down towards the shelf. And the shelf is sort of like a basin up on the wall. And this black gunk is like flowing out of the basin. One of the spiders has a shiny knife sticking in it. And seems almost like it's complaining to another one.
imagine being able to watch spiders perform first aid.
What do you wish to do?
I want to get my dagger back.
Okay. I'm going to give you a choice for how you want to roll initiative. Do you want to try to be sneaky about it? Do you want to be angry and try to preserve the fear from the last encounter about it? Or do you just want to kind of do it normal?
No, I need to preserve that fear. I'm gonna be loud.
Okay,
I'm
roll
gonna be
your
angry.
intimidate check.
Where's the window? There it is. 4.
Oh no. And I guess that also will include you. Oh no, this is going to be a tough fight.
No.
I have to be on the token layer to do this. Turns, everybody. Would you roll perception, Krori?
While I'm shaking my head.
And so the good news is you're going to preserve your fear and get +3 damage against this particular spider on every attack.
You mean the one that has 1 HP?
Yes. As this spider immediately starts making terror noises and attempts to spray Xiyun down. Xiyun, you're not fatigued anymore, by the way.
Oh. Oh.
The 16 hit.
Yeah.
You're stuck to the floor. And it
Again.
will scurry with both of its actions as far away as it can get. This spider, and that will all include running up to the ceiling. This spider, not aware of the danger, will come scurrying over towards Xiyun and attempt to bite. Actually, this might be a problem for Xiyun.
Oh no.
This is 12 hit.
No.
Okay, well then it does not successfully bite. Krori. The spider is on the ground by Xiyun, nibbling at Xiyun.
Yeah. Taking a step towards it, putting my rapier into sword form and try to drive the blade entirely through the creature.
Come on, critical hit. That would be so epic.
21.
As it falls to 1 hit point from its critical hit, because it's the weaker one. That is actually the lowest you could have rolled and gotten a critical hit.
Oh, nice.
So you step forward, shift your spear, skewer a spider, and it goes, oh, that's why the other one's scared. As this swarm is like, no, mommy, daddy, and scurries towards you all. I'm going to throw it to the back so that everything is still clickable. And it does not have to make attack rolls. Everyone who is sharing a space with the spider needs to make a reflex save.
Yeek!
Krori, you succeed your save. So you do not take any spider bites as you get covered in the swarm of spiders. Xiyun, I need you to make a reflex save also. You also manage to brush off any spiders that are swarming over to nibble on you.
Oh, fun.
Xiyun, you are covered in spiders. What do you do?
I have no clue what to do. I'm like wrapped up in webs and covered in spiders.
You are wrapped up in web. Yes, you are wrapped up in webs and covered in spiders. So you aren't able to do any actions that have the move trait until you break free of the web. And as long as you are in the space of the swarm, it will kind of get to attack you for free.
But I can reach a spider. So let's hit that spider with this action. I did not reach the spider.
You miss the spider. We could say that it's hard to attack a spider when you're bound up in webs and covered in little spiders.
Let's try that again then.
Nope.
Fun. All right. That is single action. Yeah. All right. All right. You might want to give me some space, and I'm going to crank my sword into overdrive.
Cranking your sword into overdrive. What does overdrive do? There we go. We can click that button. Okay. So you need to roll a crafting check.
Crafty.
That's a success. So you will be all of your attacks will have an additional damage for the next minute.
Woo.
As you, well, go ahead and describe to us what your Flissa does when you crank it into overdrive.
Uh,
Considering that you have it crafted to be all flexible and snapping into wires so you can disarm things and trip things and bind them up.
it just, I mean, since it's a very early implementation of it, it's just vibrating and like rattling, like very like unnerving. You know, like, yeah, you might want to give me like a little bit of space.
Alrighty. Well, at least it didn't explode.
Yeah.
The spider that the spider that you daggered is going to try to spray down Krori. Krori, you're also stuck. And it is going to hang out over here where it's gonna kind of it's actually gonna get off of the ceiling and burrow its way down into the muck. There we go.
You.
So it's going to be hard to hit at range because it's burrowed partly into the muck. This spider is absolutely going to ascend towards the ceiling, which does, if you have a reaction to attack it, you can use that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I haven't reacted yet, so. Stabberino. Oh no.
No Stabberino. Xiyun, are you going to use a reaction to try to hit it?
Yeah.
That's what we call ow.
I see it move, I go, nope.
So everyone is covered in spiders and stuck still. So I need everyone to
Fun.
make a reflex save, which you can somehow still do being stuck in place.
Yeah.
Xiyun, you fail.
Oh no.
So you'll take 1 point of damage,
Ugh.
and I need you to make a fortitude save. Well, you are now poisoned.
Whoa.
So you will take 1 more poison damage and become enfeebled 1, which gives you a penalty to any roll that relies upon strength equal to its level. So you get bitten by spiders and feel woozy. Xiyun, what do you do?
I'm gonna get out of this fucking web. Go with the options were acrobatics or attack, right?
Acrobatics, attack, or athletics?
Yeah, I'm not fucking doing athletics unless I really want to be inside this web. I'm gonna try attacking.
Okay, gonna attack your web.
Would I use my weapon?
Yep. You cut your way out of the web.
And then I'm going to move. And I guess raise my shield.
Okay. Dagger Spider is going to try to spray at you because oh no, oh no, oh no. The monster is coming. And you catch the entire spray with your shield, and it does not stick you to the ground.
Just glaring.
Krori. Or, I'm sorry, Xiyun, you also need to make a fortitude save. This is on your turn that the poison takes effect. So before Krori. Oh no! The poison advances. You take 1d4 poison damage and are increased to enfeebled 2. That's 3 more poison damage.
Damn it.
Corey, you are stuck in a swarm of spiders, bound in place by webs.
Yeah. And I don't remember, and I have no notes of it, which is not very good. I don't know if I have any bombs left from last session.
According to my notes, you are out of bombs.
That's bad.
But I don't know if that's because we never made note of what bombs you had, or if you actually used them all.
I know that I used quite a number of bombs with the wolves and the spiders before, but not how many, so I guess being out of bombs is not out of question, so let's first try to break free from this webbing.
You are free of the webbing.
That's at least something. So the question is, how do I deal with...
So swarms are not immune to damage, they are just resistant to damage.
The mental image of poking at a swarm of spiders with a rapier is...
It's they have, well, you don't know what resistances they have, but yeah, you can expect that piercing and slashing are the things they are most resistant to.
Yeah.
But you are also still in the space surrounded by the swarm of spiders.
Yeah, I'm currently thinking, did we did not pick the torch up that we threw down the elevator shaft, right?
Shun, did you pick that torch up?
Yeah, because I want to be able to see.
Yes.
Okay.
Xiyun has that kind of in the same hand that she is holding her shield in.
Yeah, that makes sense. So Krori will say, Xiyun, torch, spiders, now! And walk out of the spider swarm and starts loading the rapier pistol with ammunition.
Okay. Well, because you went shouty, the swarm is going to come towards you.
Damn
and
it.
you will need to make your reflex save. You're fine.
Oh, how dare you.
Xiyun. Which is more important to you, your vengeance or the swarm of your target's children crawling all over Krori?
The women
Imagine
and the
how
children
many...
too.
I'm sorry?
No, I'm gonna go for the swarm. It's gotta be the swarm. I'll take a step over here.
Okay. What are you going to do?
Let me. There's. Let's explode.
Oh, you're gonna explode on purpose?
Yeah, I'm gonna make my weapon explode.
Oh, yes. Click your explode button.
Bum, bum, bum. Explode.
It deals 2d6 fire damage with a basic say reflex to all creatures in a 5-foot emanation around you. And that is a splash attack. Okay. So the swarm needs to make a reflex save. Which is its good reflex. It's good save. That's a failure. Go ahead and roll that 2d6. And then we add 5 to it because it's a splash.
Oh, 6 plus 5.
6 plus 5 is 11.
Yeah.
Do you want to know the really, really funny thing?
Hmm.
It has 12 hit points.
Of course it does.
So yeah, you step forward, you force your overdriven Flissa to explode in a swash of fire, and all of the swarm of spiders is dead. Hundreds and hundreds of dead spiders, except for a couple dozen that are still swarming on Krori. And so, having killed her mate and most of her children, the dagger spider is very scared, very angry. Will spray at you. Come full... at the end of your turn, Xiyun, I need you to make a fortitude save, actually. Because you still have the poison in your veins. You are done with the poison. Yay! You are no longer enfeebled.
Whoa.
So it will spray at you,
Oh.
pinning you to the ground, charge out of the goop, and attempt to bite you because the poor spider has nothing left to live for.
I did not expect this to become an Eldritch Horror story where we are the Eldritch Horrors.
Does 14 hit you, Xiyun?
No.
Krori. Spiders are crawling all over you still, but most of them have been burnt by fire.
I have to make a DC 15 crafting check after doing that explosion.
Oh, make your crafting check.
It just determines whether or not I can do another unstable action. No. The explode my sword is still fine after the explosion.
Yeah, you put the controlled into controlled demolition. Well, Krori, you still are spidered.
I think I'm starting to stomp and try to get them off of me and attack them.
Make an unarmed attack. Yes. 11. Does 11 hit? 11 does not. Wait, no, that's the wrong stat block. Did I close the spider swarm? Like a fool? Yes, I did.
Did you expect it to go down in the explosion?
I kinda did. That is not sufficient to hit the spider swarm.
Let's try a follow-up with a sword.
Okay.
Does a 22 hit?
And including the -5 penalty for multiple attacks in a round, that does hit.
Oh, right, I forgot to hit the number 2, but...
That does hit still. And including the resistance, that is enough to just, like, bop out the last of the spiders with the flat of your sword. Da, 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 da.
Isn't there one spider that's still alive?
Yeah.
Yes. Are you going to make a third attack of the round?
I don't think that I'm going to hit it. I'll move up.
Xiyun. It's just you, the corpses of its children, and the spider with your dagger still sticking out of its behind. What do you do?
Wait, I was. What was it? I was immobilized by it last turn, right?
Yes,
I gotta get out of that again.
but that just stops you from making move actions. And
Yeah.
strikes are not moves. And it is right there.
Right where?
Right in front of you.
On the map, it's like halfway across the room.
Should not be. Should be immediately adjacent to you.
Huh.
Stab.
I guess we have a desync of some sort because
Yeah.
for me it's still over here.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to
Huh.
refresh Roll20, see if it's on my end. And it was on my end. For some reason, it did not update Roll20. Yeah, it ran over and tried to bite Xiyun.
Yeah.
That attack does not hit.
What about this one?
That also does not hit.
Or this one?
Oh, wow. The third attack with the double multi-attack penalty does, in fact, hit.
Dice are hilarious.
Yeah. I hate this thing. Take my dagger back. I'm gonna free myself to take the dagger back.
You have 2 daggers now. Yay!
We won. We did it.
Yeah, well, that also puts us past building some kind of super bomb in here, so
I got 2 daggers. Also, this room's kind of gross.
Yeah, I will remind you of what's going on in the room because it has been a moment. So there is a sort of basin on the wall up here that gunk is flowing out of. Over here was basically a nest. It doesn't seem to be connected directly. It looks like the spiders moved the gunk over there.
Oh.
It has the consistency, the nest over here, which the actual nest is over here. That'd be where all the swarm of spiders came out of. It has like a consistency sort of like paper mache.
Gross.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Do you think the gunk is burnable? We should probably not risk it because the smoke's going to choke us out. Huh.
I didn't think about that. I was just gonna go explode in it and hope it did something.
Oh, is there anything on the wall here, considering there's a small path of non-gunk?
There isn't, but I'd like you to make a perception check as you kind of head to that corner. Oh,
Wow.
it's not like there's a path of non-gunk. It's more like there's gunk overflowing from this on the wall, and best guess, it looks like spiders have been carrying gunk over here for their creatures.
Okay.
Then I, without stepping in it, I'm gonna look into the gunk over here.
Okay. The gunk is a touch sticky, but not like enough that you wouldn't be able to get through or into there. Um, you can see that the basin that the gunk is flowing out of does have some sort of writing around it in the same style that you've seen upstairs on the sarcophagus.
Huh. I'm able to make it out from this distance.
Um, yeah, you can make it out. You don't, speak the language, but you can attempt. You do know it's something related to magic, so you could attempt an
Magic.
Arcana roll.
Yeah. 24.
You're beginning to see enough of this that you can start to piece together at least like letters and symbols. So you don't know exactly what it's saying, but you do notice that it includes something that looks like a name. Nadruk,
Huh.
which I'll write here because I know I speak oddly sometimes. It does look like it is enchanted to create the black goop.
Okay. Okay. Hey, does Nadruk mean anything to you?
That's a big question. Um,
Do you have
I have
any
occultism.
occultism might do it actually?
All right, let's.
No, you've never heard this name before in your life.
Nah, doesn't ring a bell.
What about me?
You can roll occultism.
Yeah,
It's-
I ask that, and then he says no, and I sit there and I think.
you have never heard of anyone like this. No.
Okay, well, we probably need to deal with this thing because it's gonna keep sending out this stuff.
Do you know how to defeat fungi? I'm not going to scratch the entire gunk off the wall with my sword, because that's not going to work.
You know what, Xiyun? You think you know enough to recognize where the arcane runes are. If you want to, you can break them, which will stop this from functioning and would stop it from creating any more of this black goop.
Yeah, let's go over there. Take a step
This
into
black
the gunk.
pureed mushroom goop.
Yeah, well, let's break this shit.
Okay. The goop doesn't go away, but you can tell that there's a little flash of light as the arcane magics break and dissipate. And you're confident that no more black goop will be generated by this machine.
We did it, and I give him a thumbs up.
Okay, if you say so. I give a thumbs up back.
You want to look in the spider's nest?
Not particularly.
There could be more daggers.
Okay.
I'm like poke at it with my sword.
As you break open the spider's nest, I would like you to make a perception check. As is just filled to the brink in goop and gunk.
6.
So you don't see anything immediately in there when you open it up, besides it being filled with goop and gunk. Do you want to stick your hands into the goop and gunk and dig around?
Now I crack my knuckles and let's reach on.
Okay. You feel spider eggs. You feel bits and bobs, and you also feel a hand.
Hand.
A hand.
Yo, Corey, give me a hand. I'm going to pull on the hand.
Okay, the hand comes flopping out. It is a disembodied, mostly eaten human hand
Awesome. And I'm
that
gonna.
is still wearing a ring.
I found the other one.
A ring that is coated in goop.
Hey, the rings are very popular fashion among here. There's something up with rings.
Do
I
you
would
want?
like to burn now.
Okay, Krori, do you want to warn Krori before you burn?
Yeah, no, I said that. I want to burn things now.
Okay, taking steps back.
Yeah, I'm just gonna explode. I'm just gonna explode.
Okay. The black stuff is flammable. It catches fire and it
Oh, fun.
burns. Um,
Goodbye.
it fills the room with a thick, acrid smoke.
That's fun.
We should
Would
be leaving.
would you
Yeah, we can leave.
yeah, it's not so thick that you're gonna suffocate, but it is going to make it hard to see.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Goodbye, spider room. Why am I rotated?
Xiyun rotates.
What?
I meant to move myself trying to get out, like when I leave. When I rotate.
It's the smoke of rotation. Yeah.
I haven't heard of that one before.
Do you want to chill out and wait for the smoke to die down?
Like in this room?
Yeah, because it will not burn forever. It will eventually burn
True.
out.
Yeah. I'm gonna like sit against the wall as long as the smoke isn't like super dense.
Yeah. So after a few minutes, the smoke does dissipate. The black gunk has been burned away, and you can see what Krori failed to spot earlier.
Oh.
A red circle.
3 little cocoons partly buried in the goop.
Doesn't burn?
The cocoons have burned, revealing skeletal remains within. Each wearing now charred leather armor.
Oh, so cocoons man-sized.
Man-sized cocoons.
Okay. Let's
Gross.
take a look at the leather armor, trying to wipe the soot off and see if it's red.
It is bright red.
And do the skeletal hands have rings?
2 of them do. The third is missing a hand.
Ah.
Yo, you need.
And upon inspection, does the ring reveal a compass?
The 2 there, when you clean them off a little, they do reveal a compass. Xiyun, do you let Krori inspect the ring you grabbed from the hand?
Oh, I never took it off the hand. I give him the hand. Here you go. Here's the hand.
Krori takes the ring off the hand and just tosses the hand away before cleaning the ring off the gunk.
So this ring also has a compass on it, but where the other rings are made of silver, this ring is made out of a polished blue stone and has very fine etchings in it.
Okay. I'm not sure what we found, but these people all belong together, and judging by this being a gem-turned ring, I think they were loaded.
The one that's missing a hand also has like a bandolier across its chest and is wearing a pendant.
Oh, let's take the bandolier and the pendant. It's not like they were going to use them. What does the pendant look like?
The pendant. The pendant is shaped like a compass
Oh,
and is made out of pewter.
that's a downgrade.
It is yeah, it's very much not made out of an expensive element. But it's a different compass. Like all of these rings have the same compass on it, and that compass is like a seafarer's compass. The compass on this necklace is like a land explorer's compass, if that makes sense.
It does make sense.
And then the bandolier has 3 intact glass vials stoppered with wax. Each vial is filled with a clear liquid.
Oh. Interesting. I hand Xiyun the bandolier. Do you think you know what those bottles are filled with?
Actually, Krori, you can make a crafting check.
Oh, of course. As soon as I don't minimize the sheet that I just had open.
I have to make it as hard as possible.
Now I minimized it because I was on a different tab, and then right. Where's the crafting? Here's the crafting. Oh.
Yeah, Krori, you don't know. Xiyun, you can also make a crafting check to identify it.
Yeah, let's do that. 21.
Xiyun, those are alchemically crafted minor potions of healing.
Huh. They left us a present.
Huh? They did?
Yeah, they're potions of healing.
Ooh. Nice.
Of note, also, the pewter pendant also has a small pearl embedded in the middle.
Ah, alright.
Simultaneously, the most powerful and useless magic item for the party.
Tell us that the pewter amulet is magic.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know. I'm saying as the GM, yeah, that's the most powerful magic item in the dungeon, but it's also completely useless for you because neither of you is a spellcaster.
Not yet.
Well,
It'll be multi-classing.
if Xiyun wants to examine it with religion, Xiyun can examine it with religion and maybe recognize what it is.
Hell yeah. 15.
Okay. You recognize it. You recognize it as a holy symbol of Elian, the god of exploration. And a pearl of blessings is embedded in the middle. If someone breaks that pearl, it lets them regain 1 extra first rank divine spell slot.
You know what this means?
No?
Money.
Right. We will need a lot of it to fix the house.
Exactly.
Yes. It also means that this body was most likely a cleric.
I nod.
Which explains the healing potions.
Yep. And it also had the strange blue stone ring. Which, hint, hint, is
Which
a
I
sign that it's also magic.
which I just want to say also head to Xiyun. Do you know what this ring is?
Oh
Except for
boy.
also probably expensive.
I can look at that ring. Look
Make
at
an
that too.
make an arcana check.
Ooh.
That is an item that does not exist in Pathfinder 2nd Edition. I had to craft myself because I think it's actually important for the development of this campaign in a certain way.
Oh.
Because a lot of encounters later on are, I think, built around you having this item. That's
Oh.
a ring of feather falling. It will
That would have
require
been.
it will require attunement. So if you want to use it, you have to put it on and meditate with it for about a day. And then until you give it up, someone else can't use it. From that point on, once per day, you can activate it and it will cast Featherfall on you and all allies within 30 feet.
Fun.
No.
Then a whole week.
Yeah, it would have been great like an hour ago.
Yeah. But anyway, we kind of struck gold here.
Yeah.
I'd
Which
say
is
we
much
struck a
what-
pile of corpses, but yeah.
Yeah. And striking gold is much more preferable over being stricken by brass.
Well, hear me out. Maybe we can dismantle that for parts.
Do you think it's going to just not care if we dismantle it?
I don't think it cares about anything.
I'd say let's keep the dismantling for when we've
You're right.
removed
You're right.
everything else that could be a threat.
We can get paid and then come back and dismantle it.
Maybe that. We could use the payment to buy tools for dismantling.
Or we can
Payment is
repurpose
the
it.
house, if you recall. House plus
We
any
can
treasure you can claim.
we can take it and they can make it a guardian over the house.
I'm not sure if that's going to work. That would also mean that we need to strategically position the slabs of sleepiness around the house, which would mean dragging them all the way from here up the elevator shaft to the house and not get smashed by the brass sculpture.
Or we can
Or
just take it apart here.
yeah, or understanding enough about the brass sculpture to disassemble it, change whatever programming it has, if you have the magical capabilities to do so, or if not, replace it with mechanical equipment at an unknown cost and reassemble it.
Well, that sounds like a project for you, Xiyun.
Project.
It will eventually be within Xiyun's skill set.
Yeah. This is something I may return to later.
Yeah.
I don't know. Peeking at it, go one day.
Yeah,
Okay, what do
let's
we do
put
now?
a peg in it. Well, we could take a gander at what's here in the bathroom.
How are y'all doing hit point wise?
I actually did not get damaged since Xiyun patched me up. I'm
I
full.
am like barely standing.
You do have 3 potions of healing.
True.
Yeah, you might want to check one of these.
Yeah, I'll take one.
Alrighty. It will
And
restore 2d8 plus 5 hit points.
Oh
damn,
god.
that's a good one.
Yeah.
And while Xiyun's drinking the heal potion, Krori will put his pistol rapier and his black powder tools and everything onto the pegs that seem to be here for putting things before you go into the bath.
Do you want to leave your rapier, your pistol rapier there, or just like your black powder and such, in case you need your rapier?
Yeah, I could unload the pistol rapier, true. I will unload the pistol rapier, leave the ammunition and alchemical stuff here.
Wait,
Still
so
have a
what are you
sword.
doing?
Fun fact, if black powder gets wet, it doesn't do the explodey thing. And I very much like black powder to do the explodey thing when I want it to.
Yeah, but what are these things for? I'm pointing at the stuff. The like
Bullets and
pegs or whatever.
ammunition.
No, like the pegs.
I believe they are here for hanging stuff that you don't want to take with you when taking a bath. Assuming that this is actually some kind of bathroom.
Okay. Hold on, what have we learned so far?
Um, do we have learned anything?
You've
So far,
learned
everything has had some kind of magic thing going on. So maybe this is magic water.
Well, do you know how to analyze magic water?
I don't know how to. I don't. I'm
you can
just
make an
saying.
you can
Maybe
make an Arcana check looking at
because
the
yeah,
water.
it looks really clear.
It does look really clear. There's not like any arcane runes on the water or anything.
Yeah, we'd have to go in and see maybe it's coming from somewhere. Because that's what
Yeah.
happens with the fire and the spiders.
Yeah, let's just carefully enter. Krori grabs his talisman while slowly taking step after step into the water.
Okay. I need to double check drowning rules
Oh no.
because you are going to be underwater, so I just want to make sure I know what these are. Okay.
Because it's gonna pull you underwater and leave you there.
So we're going to have to enter initiative here.
Oh.
Not because of combat or anything, but because you're going to be going underwater.
Yeah,
You're
that
gonna be
makes
drowning.
sense.
Would each of you make note of 5 plus your constitution modifier? That is how many rounds you can be underwater before you have to worry about suffocating.
Fun.
Yeah.
Um,
5 plus constitution, which is 6.
and go ahead to let's say roll constitution for your initiative here because we're going underwater. I need an initiative roll. So okay. Da-da-da. We'll resort there. And Krori, it is your turn. We don't need, as long as you're up. I'm gonna actually draw another line here on the map. That's gonna be a red line. As long as you're above this line, as long as you're on this side of the line, you do not need to worry about the water's shallow enough you can breathe. If you go below that line, it's too deep,
Okay.
and you'll be underwater.
Then let's go up until here and take a moment to see if something happens.
You can see around the sides of the barrier.
Oh.
Is there a description? I should double check. There is, in fact, an image on this wall here. It shows some of those same sort of androgynous looking people in stages of relaxation under like falling streams of water.
Hmm.
Unlike the other bas reliefs, this bas relief shows them nude, but they are entirely sexless. And they are very faded as the water has degraded the bas relief over time.
You know what I just realized?
No.
A torch doesn't work underwater.
Yep,
That
it
is
does not.
correct.
I'm standing here holding it like above my head. This is a predicament.
You know what
I see.
does work underwater? An ever-burning torch.
You mean like the one that we have left?
That you've left upstairs.
Well, you ready to get climbing?
I'm not particularly looking forward for climbing. Well, I could swim
Without it,
around
we're not
and
going to be looking forward to anything.
maybe that's just how this place works. Not looking forward to things. But then let me just take a quick look at the stuff. So which wall had the pictures again?
It looks like it was a mural on this, but it has
Oh,
mostly just worn away with water over time.
so when I start swimming, what swim speed do I have?
Ooh. Yay, I get to learn new rules. Give me a moment. Okay. Unless you're in combat, you have an automatic success on your athletics checks to swim, and it is 10 feet plus 5 feet if you are at speed 40, and an additional 5 feet for every 20 feet above 40.
Well, that means that I have the 10 feet speed.
Yes.
Oh,
And you can make 3 swim actions around if you are so
oh right.
inclined.
Yeah, so one action. I assume that all of this is underwater, right?
Yes. So a few things. You can see a elevated surface here in the center of the room, and you see 4 sort of shower heads at the top of the room that are all like channeling down pillars of water underwater.
Oh,
And you see one more thing in the middle of this room. You see a man made entirely out of water who is floating in the middle of the room, swimming in little circles.
oh.
And as you kind of see it, it stops and stops its little spinning and just kind of looks at you. Not like it's surprised, but like it knew you were coming.
Oh.
Xiyun, what do you want to do?
I'm going to stand here and wait. Pace back and forth a bit.
Okay, technically, Krori, I robbed you of one more action. You had one more action.
Yeah, but I didn't intend to like approach further or anything.
Alright.
So I just kind of stayed there and looked at the thing that looked at me.
So it will. Oh, how mean do I want to be? Well, it does say that it will do that. So it will do as it's supposed to do. It will immediately start spinning and almost like a wave under the water rush over towards you.
Oh no.
And so that was its move. Does 16 hit your armor class as it whams into you like a wave?
It does not hit my armor class.
All right. So you get hit by this wave, but it does not push you back through the water. It does not rob you of any breath. It does not deal any damage. But it will, at that point, hold itself still, and as it does, fade into the water, indistinguishable.
Oh no.
Krori, what do you do?
Hey.
When it's not moving, it's just made out of the same water that you're in.
I swim one action.
It will
Two
make a
action.
reaction as you swim.
Yeah.
Does 17 hit your armor class?
Nope.
Okay.
Just about not. Unless my armor class changes in the water.
It does not. So as you swim away from it, you immediately kind of see it start to move, is visible again as it kind of hooks in a wave and tries to pull you back towards it.
Yeah. And my third movement action is out of the water, and then I just say, "Invisible waterman in the water."
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna just follow him out.
Okay, that's your first move, Xiyun. What else are you gonna do?
What? That's it.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn back and I'll raise my shield towards the water and like look at him like what?
Okay.
As I swam into there, I saw a man made of water.
It has its move.
Oh no.
As it comes bursting out of the water. That's its first move. So it can't quite move there. It will bring up its hands and push a wave of the water out towards the two of you.
That sounds fun.
20, not 29. Does 23 hit your armor class, Krori?
Yes, it does.
Because this is technically having to make 2 attacks. Does 6 hit you, Xiyun?
No.
Okay. So, it will be dealing 7 bludgeoning damage to you, Krori, and pushing you 5 feet down the hallway as it knocks you off your feet with a hard rush of wave.
How much damage again? 7?
7. Just total between the hard wave hitting you and tumbling down the hall.
Ah.
And then it will back down below the water.
Huh.
And just so you know it's still here, I'm gonna... It's under the water. And when it holds still, you can't actually see it.
So like if we just don't
Well, Krori, because we are still in an initiative, you are prone on the ground.
I'm getting up, back onto the alcove, and grabbing my stuff that I've left there.
Okay, that's 3 actions. Xiyun.
Keeping my shield up, I'm just gonna back and stand next to him, I guess.
Okay. It will move, making itself visible as it pushes water down the hall at you, Xiyun. Does 23 hit?
Yeah.
It will deal you 8 points of bludgeoning damage and push you back 5 feet.
Well,
Just a wave of water blowing down the hallway. And then it will back down under the wave. Krori.
I'm feeling sort of safe in cover here, so I think I'll stay here and ask Xiyun, what shall we do?
retreat for now, I guess.
Do you wish to retreat, Krori, at Xiyun's request?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. Xiyun?
Yeah, I'm backing out.
Okay. You're now out of its range and it does not pursue. Yay!
What in the everything was this even?
You said water, man.
You can make a nature check if you are trained in nature.
Hell yeah. Nature time. 15.
Yeah. Actually, Xiyun can basically always make a check about what the hell is that because that's a Thaumaturge thing.
Yeah.
Xiyun, that looks to be a water elemental.
It's a water guy. Exactly what you said.
Okay, and how do we deal with water guy? I don't have any sponges.
Would I know that?
This is identify weakness, actually. So, any sort of intelligence skill that you're trained in can be your esoterica skill. So, just you can fire any of them off.
I actually don't know which is which.
Arcana
Oh.
counts. Actually, nature counts, and nature's a success while the arcana would be a failure. So, you know immediately. So, a couple things happen here. First, you know that that creature is immune to cold, to paralysis, to poison, and to sleep, but is weak to fire.
That's weird.
Which is a little concerning considering that it cannot leave the water.
Yeah.
It is also weak to lightning. And you may reconfigure your Flissa to send it electrical shocks or flame as a consequence.
Yeah, I've just gotta wait a day if I want to do that.
Mystically alongside using your shield. Yeah.
So, alright. We can do two things. The first one is we can light it on fire.
Are you sure? It's a guy made from water.
I don't create things. I just try to understand them, okay?
Sure?
Or we can give an electric shock.
Well, I don't have any bottled lightning on my end.
I mean, I can shock it, but we would need to retreat for the day and come back tomorrow. And bring the funny forever torch with us. Okay, that second one's a requirement.
Do you think that the forever torch even burns things?
I don't remember if it gave off heat.
They do not give off heat. They do not actually burn, but they are not extinguished by water.
Okay, yeah, I'll just say, like, it didn't give off heat, so it's probably not burning.
Huh.
It's sort of like an eternal glow stick.
I guess we could try whacking it with a torch, but I'm not sure if that will keep the torch burning for very long. Also, in that room over there were a bunch of shower heads. Are showers a thing in the Pathfinder world?
Yes, but they're really only something that the very wealthy and well-connected, or the people of the city of Absalom, really have access to. So, like, yeah, it's fancy. They have showers.
There's a bunch of shower heads that have not been turned off yet. Which I assume is magic, like the goop. Do you think the goop was supposed to be something else?
Do you, Xiyun?
What?
Krori asked you a question.
Yeah, I didn't... It just kind of, like, garbled.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you think that the black goop was supposed to be something else than black goop, considering how we have magic shower heads down there who are still showering in a room full of water?
Beds, bathtub. It was probably supposed to be actual food. You want to go eat it? Are you hungry?
Not hungry enough to eat burnt black goop, but thank you.
Oh, okay.
Yay, you've picked up on this being a residential quarter that isn't working right after millennia of time and neglect wearing out all the magic.
But who puts a residential area behind a sarcophagus of elevators?
Are you procrastinating climbing up the rope?
Do you want to just leave and try something else?
Whether or not we go and try to fight that thing, we still need to climb up the rope.
I guess. Then let's leave the waterman behind and...
I'm gonna peek out and look for, like, the waterman.
You see nothing.
Okay.
Fun little side note, because I don't think it's possible for you to find this little detail. Statue over here is supposed to give you head pats when you take a nap.
What?
It's supposed to tuck you in. It was made to tuck you in and pat your head good night.
Oh, and it's patting a little bit too strongly
And it's
now.
broken now. And it's broken now, so it squishes you instead.
But why would I give a statue of head petting a motherfucking club?
It's also supposed to defend anyone who gets attacked while they're sleeping.
Mm.
Like, it is also security, but I just thought that would be a fact that I don't think you could possibly figure out on your own that is really cute.
Well, I guess we could try to repair it at some point in the future.
Yeah, we get head pats.
Head prats from the millennia old bronze statue.
Yeah, that's the thing that we need to add. Besides, can you pet the dog? Can you be pet by the millennia-old brass statue?
Also, because you've already identified it, I want to point your attention to the symbol, which I can actually just draw for you. It's on the floor here. The little arrow symbol. Because Xiyun has already figured out that that means Nadruk.
Oh.
So I may as well put that on the map so you can know that that's Nadruk's symbol. Which, now that I've drawn it, looks less like an arrow and more like a lady with a big butt. Considering Nadruk's pronouns are she, her, and there's no art of Nadruk, I'm going to go ahead and believe that she had a big dumpty.
Sure.
Okay, I'm going to bring you back here under the assumption that you're going to succeed, although I do need each of you to roll athletics.
Yep.
You know what? It's going to take you a while, but eventually you will make your way up the rope. Very
Probably
aware that you are not rope climbers.
And Krori will constantly curse while climbing up the stupid rope.
Yeah. I'm not going to force you to make an athletics check for every 5 feet of the climb up 60 feet. That sounds absurd. You can take your time and make your way up safely.
Ah,
Do you want to leave the rope there or pull it up after you and split it back into your 2 ropes?
We're gonna need to go back down, so
yeah, but I think it would not be bad to pull it up just to not have it dangled down there in case there's something down aside from what we've witnessed so far that we might not want to use the rope.
are you scared of the waterman showing up at the house?
No, maybe there's something behind the waterman.
Fine, we'll pull the rope up at least.
Okay. You can bundle the rope up so it's hanging nicely next to the lantern on the chain. And now I ask, do you want to continue with the session or are we done for the day?
I think I might be done for today. I've got they have D&D starting at the house soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you have a good time? And Xiyun and Seika, are you understanding Pathfinder better?
Yeah.
Okay. I know it was a lot and you got confused, and I just want to check and see if you have questions or concerns.
Yeah, when we last played, I was borderline ready to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
So I was really out of
yeah.
it.
Okay. Well, you're better now, and we have, I hope, had time for you to get back into the swing and get what's going on.
Yeah, and plus, Roll20 did make it a bit easier by just presenting it all in front of me, at least.
Yay. Yeah.
I still hate Roll20 though.
So, hate Roll20. Ugh. Do we want to meet next week, knowing that we'll have a tighter session because I have my 1 p.m. IRL game? Or do we want to meet in 2 weeks?
I don't know. I don't think I have anything going on next week.
Yeah. I'd be for meeting and then just have a shorter session.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
So for my
and I have
sake and my preparations, is your intention next week to go mess with the other elevators or to go deal with the waterman?
I want to deal with the waterman.
okay. If you say so, then Waterman it is.
Okay. So you'll have at least a day of downtime. You can have more if you want to. Message me on Discord with whatever actions you want to take during your downtime.
Yep.
Beyond just resting and recovering abilities, and we'll see if there's enough people to justify raiding out to anyone. Holy
Alright.
crap, there's a lot of people. Hello, everyone. There's a lot of people in this room not chatting. So, yes, we are in a raid out if anyone's streaming.
Nice.
Let's see. We've got a Stellaris. We've got some art. We have a Warhammer tournament. And
Oh.
those are the things that are currently running. What do I want to raid everyone out into?
The question is, what kind of Warhammer? There's like 4 of them.
The Adepticon Warhammer 40,000 Grand Tournament.
Ah, I see.
If we can raid there, I'm gonna raid there because I kind of want to watch that. Nope, not allowed to raid the official Warhammer channel. Well, in that case, let's go watch Cupid make art.
Sounds good.
Everyone, hop in. Let's go.
Whee!